Um, I don't know if Kathy's in here yet. Let me, come on, where's Sharon? There's Billy. I know Patricia. There she is, Sharon Catherine Brown. Matilda's a troll. Sharon Catherine Brown is an actress who's performing off Broadway in Texas currently, in The Notebook, the musical. And she goes live before her performance every day. So if she has a matinee, she'll go live twice. She goes live before the matinee and then live again in between the two performances. So I met her with her then husband, Billy Blanks Jr., at I will. I met them in Richmond at a health and fitness expo at the convention center. I know, Heimdall, we're having quite a day. I thought I had a reservation here until tomorrow. I thought checkout was tomorrow, and I was going to get a new reservation signed up and everything. And all well and good, only it wasn't. It was for today, was checkout. And I was not, please get rid of the Matilda. Thank you. We had to go down and figure out a way to pay for a couple of days, because I don't get paid until either Monday or Tuesday for Social Security. So, yeah. I've had a massive anxiety attack kind of thrown on me at 11:30 this morning. So we're both stressed out. Oh no, Nicole, I'm so sorry. This year has just not been good for us. I got it situated, but I tell you what, I have to pay a friend back because I had to borrow some money to do it. I was able to get a couple more days, so and then when I get paid, I'm going to pay for through Monday. So hopefully, making my check out next Tuesday if I can't find a way to pay. I haven't talked to Michael yet. I don't think he's even back in town. His wife said she would call me when he got back. So, no, I got tonight and tomorrow night covered. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. My stomach is just, and he's feeling it, which is why I had his ball turned on for him to be distracted from how I'm feeling. Nope. Got right between my feet and would not leave my side. The ball just rolled around the floor on its own, and he ignored it. His the treat ball, the one that he chases around and gets his food out of, he's ignoring that one too. So he knows that I am really stressed out. I had shades of the last hotel running through my head with the, instant eviction. I thought I had another day there too, and it didn't happen. He is such a good dog. I tell you what, I would completely curl up and die without him. He's the only thing holding me together these days. I need to eat something, but I'm so stressed out I don't have the energy to cook. I don't have the money to. I literally have $8 left after taking care of the hotel room. Because I put some of what I had into it. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, well, and the gal I talked to said that it would be no problem if I had to pay on Tuesday instead of Monday. They would work with me, and I had enough to pay for one day if I had to, or I thought I did. I forgot about the $25 for him. So, anyhow, I've got to leave my phone plugged in because I sat down there in the lobby making fast texts and phone calls and trying to get it all straightened out. And I thought I had through Monday. My checkout was going to be Monday, and it was today. And so, well, Wednesday is the 1st, so it really should come Monday or Tuesday because it comes 2 days before the 1st for me. How does Helen keep coming back? I have blocked her 50 bazillion times. Yeah, each bank is different. Exactly. No, it's not always on Wednesday. Social Security comes the 1st of the month for me. And because of my bank, I get it 2 days early. Well, hopefully we'll be okay. I get that 169 on Wednesday from TikTok lives. So Patricia, you were, from what I gather, you were one of the people who went and monitored what was happening with that Bash Rose live yesterday. Of the people that normally hang out in here, how many of them were actively participating in the Bash Rose? Somebody sent me screenshots of everybody in there, which is how I know at least 30 of the names of people who were there long enough to reach the viewer ranking list. Oh, thank you, Michelle B. That's kind of cool. This was like Beggars Be Gone or something like that. I don't know. It that didn't print in the little. I know who sent me the printouts, I mean, screenshots. So no. Thank you, Mrs. Newman. Well, the former neighbor was telling partial truths. I mean, yes, I had a problem with rats in my trailer. Everybody in the park was having a problem with rats in their trailers. I just had it worse because I was gone for 2 weeks, dog sitting. And when I came back, I was overrun because there was nothing there to stop them from going party city. And they ate all the pasta and anything that was in a soft plastic container. They ate right into it and ate the rice, the pasta, the potato flakes, cereal. I had to put everything in the refrigerator that I wanted to make sure would not get destroyed, just to protect my food, and or get canned goods. If it was canned, frozen, or refrigerated, we were okay. Yeah, Patricia, there are a couple of names on here that I really, I'm sad to think that they were playing both sides of the story. Town Car being one. There's one that I've been wondering which side of the fence they played. Um, yeah. Whose photo already made it to Reddit? Oh, yeah. But the one portion of the live that they sent to me was my neighbor trash talking me. She doesn't she doesn't mention all the things that I did for her and all the times that I brought her food and just I went for something for myself, saw something she would like, got it for her, and like, you know, she mentioned that she wanted to try the mushroom coffee because she heard it would be good for her Parkinson's. And I had to reorder something for myself from micro ingredients, and so I ordered her the coffee. No, not Rise. I get the micro ingredients one. It's much better than Rise. And She didn't even drink it. She gave it to somebody else. And she was like, I hope you don't mind. And I'm like, no, I know that they've been dealing with Parkinson's longer than you have. And, it's wonderful that you shared. She said, well, I know the name of the company now, so I can order it for myself. And I thought nothing of it, but I literally gave it to her in the mailing envelope that it came to me in too. So evidently I didn't realize how big it was. Hey, David. Holly, I didn't even see your name on the list, so you weren't there long enough to register. Yeah, 'Because my picture was on it. And they tagged me somehow in it, though I don't know how. I've got 90% of those people blocked. I don't know. Between that hitting me last night with the people sending me messages about it, and I had quite a few people asking, what the hell was going on and why did we see this? And why did it come up on our FYP? Six years. I lived there almost an entire 6 years. And I made friends with her within the first week because we were dog people. And we met up daily over our dogs. Her refrigerator died. Not once, twice in the time I knew her. And the first time she got it repaired. The second time she had to get a whole new fridge because it died due to the hurricane damage. And I drove her to the place to get a new refrigerator. I took her all over the place. Whenever she needed a ride, she knew she could rely on me. Did I charge for gas sometimes? Yes, because I was strapped too. But I was the one who was available and able to take her places and would buy her lunch on occasion. And yes, occasionally when she had the money, she bought me lunch. But more often than not, I got it for her. And when I ordered food from the church, because I knew I couldn't eat all of the fresh produce and stuff, I would divide it with her. I'd give her some of the frozen meat. She had her son and grandkids living with her. I'd get extra on the hot dogs and hamburger meat and buns. I would give her all the buns because the kids, I don't know, but the thing that really bothers me is she's telling everybody that I'm coming back in the park and vandalizing. And I haven't been back there but one time, and it was to drive up to the office, wait at the parking lot for the manager to come out and hand me a package that had been delivered there 2 months after I moved out. I thought I had my address changed on everything, and it hadn't on one website, and that was PayPal, and I paid for something via PayPal, and it sent it to the old address. So I pulled in, I texted the manager, she brought the package out to me. I said, thank you, I hope you're doing well, and I left. And that's the only time I've been in the park since I left. Yeah, she's one of. We're the same age, too. I mean, there's like a couple of months difference in her age. She was a nurse. She got, during COVID, she did get COVID, and she ended up with long COVID. It affected her lungs and caused her a whole lot of issues. And I was constantly, worried about her and offering to give her rides, just from the dog park back to her trailer, because I was worried about her falling down. No. It gives Jocko a chance to poop one more time. I'm like, okay, I offered. But I didn't share all of her info, not back then. And I've never given her full name. I've never, other than her first name. And since all this has started until today, I have not even said her first name. She went on the live and was speaking, which meant her picture and her name was there. I'm not seeing very many comments at all. I'm honestly, I'm so rattled right now about everything that's happened in the past 12 hours that I'm just not. I'm stressing out. I have been so happy, so comfortable in this room. I've got a little pile of boxes right here that I've got to figure out how to sell and get rid of 3 out of the 4 kitchen utensil sets that came in. 3 of which have knives, 1 doesn't. I'm definitely going to get rid of the white one and the purple. The purple is all knives with the block to put them in. The white is knives and utensils. And it's pretty cool. I like the white one. But the one I want to keep is the green that has the cutting board and everything. And the utensils on the green, the reason I want to keep it is the utensils on this one are tiny. Small spatula. And I have small frying pans and stuff. This is perfect. I love this. So that's the one I'm keeping. And it has 6 knives. It doesn't have the steak knives, which I don't really need. The purple set has the steak knives. And the white set is, again, 5 knives and scissors, but no steak knives. I'm getting it for free, and I'm going to sell 3 out of the 4 sets that I got. One set was just the pink one was just the utensils. and it's cool, but see, this one is just the utensils. There's no knives with this one. And it's all silicone. I love that because the silicone doesn't melt in the high temp pans. And again, it's got the really tiny, I love the tiny gravy ladle. Brain? What is brain? In this and I love it's got a measuring cup, but it's in a oh, I see, flour, liquid, or sugar. So it's giving you the grams, milliliters, and grams, depending on what type of thing it is. So sugar, which is denser, has a higher gram than the flour, which is lighter. That's interesting. I never really thought about that, but that is true. And I love it has 2 different size rubber dish scrapers. Little one. I love the little one. But this is one of the ones that I'm probably going to sell because I'm going to keep the green, which has all of these. The only thing the green doesn't have is the whisk and the tiny measuring spoons. And I love this whisk because it's silicone coated, so it's not going to scratch up your cookware. Okay, back down in there. There you go. But this company sent all 4 to me, and I thought I was only going to get one. Of course you're allowed to sell them. You have to do your required amount of videos with them first. So I will do 3 videos for each, and save them in draft, and then sell. So yeah, yeah. It's not like they would know. And I mean, come on, things like this. You sorry, my spoon's still sitting in there. You take it, so it's going to run out. Seeds, you plant them, you grow them. The reflux raft, good Lord, that thing is saving my bacon. That's the reason the spoon's sitting here. But like I found it was in one of my bags still sitting in the car. If you don't do X amount of videos for it, yeah, you'll get into trouble. You do need to do the required amount of videos. So yeah, I like this one's cool, and the sound I like the sound from this one, but the egg is the one I really like because, and they're both gradient with purple. This one is more classy, but this one's more satisfying playing with it. Exactly. Now these were all free samples. Occasionally I will do a refundable sample, and I have gotten paid back on every single one of those refundable samples. In fact, I've got 2 that I'm getting paid back on this week. So I mean, who needs 4 sets of kitchen utensils / knife sets? You need one. You need one. I put in for 4 thinking I would get one. Was really surprised when I got approved for 4. So, and a lot of people I know who do this They do their required amount of videos. They hold on to the things for X amount of time and then they sell them. So if you don't sell it for full price, I mean, if you're selling it as used item on Marketplace or something, who's going to care? Sorry. This is soothing when you have stress. Yeah. So, anyway. I do too for some sounds. Mine is more light sensitivity. My eyes don't like bright flashing lights, and this thing, I can't stand ring lights because they're like blinding to my eyes. And I know my friends said, "Oh, mine dims down." I'm sorry, if it's pointed at my eyes, it's gonna piss me off because my eyes don't like it. Okay, thank you, Matt. But this one has these are the, and then these, I love this, the slow fade in and out, where it's not triggering, it's just pretty. It's like a, yeah, exactly. Ooh, pretty. And it's all different colors. So, and then to string it back in, you just wind. This is called a camp light. And then it also has 2, 3, 4, the mild LED light. I'm not pointing it towards the screen. It's really bright, but you can see. And then brighter, that lights it all the way to the edge. And that's off. And then if you hold it down really long, this one comes on. And let me tell you, when I discovered this light was actually, I didn't even notice it was there. I thought it was just another like little screw or something. And I held the light down too long. That little sucker is bright. Yeah. So anyway, it is in my shop. It's called the Camp Light. And I absolutely love this. When I do lives from inside my car late at night, this is what sits somewhere on my dash to light things up so you can see me. But sorry, my stomach is just, I am hungry. But at the same time, I'm so stressed out. I know if I eat anything, it's going to pass through like the wind, only not windy. Yes, but if I do that, if I link my shop to the live stream, then I've got to continuously have a product in view and be talking about it. You can't talk about anything else. So that's why I'm not linking it to the live stream. It's just been a really bad 12 hours. Okay, 18 hours at this point. Yeah, if you go live for product selling, You're live for product selling, and that's it. And your views are completely different from your regular lives. And I mean, it's not like I don't have enough products that I could sell. I've got the ball, I've got the feeder, I've got this light, I've got all the different supplements. I have the teas, I have the Someday Scaries journaling book. I have the Gravy erasable gel pens. I mean, I have product, but I don't feel like doing a product live. I have all the sets. I don't have the money to get the stupid batteries. I got these in this past week. Only they take 4 each, so 8 AA or AAA batteries. Is it AA or AAA? It says on some portion here. AA. So 4 batteries for each one. It does come with the bubble fluid, so to get started. But bubble space guns. And I can't do the demo for them until I go buy I've got to go to Dollar Tree and get batteries. But yeah, and I may go to Walmart because I've got one close to here. If you go to pet stores, exactly, Terry, you got it. That's what I was going to say. If you go to pet stores, they have bacon bubbles for the dogs that are safe, unlike soap bubbles, which could make them sick. The bacon bubbles are safe for them to bite at and stuff. So, and by the way, Terry, I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to pray that I get an honest answer here. Somebody sent me screenshots of that the viewer ranking from that slam live yesterday that was all about slamming me. And where is it? I'm out of order. There. You're on the list. Yeah. Okay, Matt, let's not be that aggressive. One of my faithful friends made screenshots of everybody who was in the live. And yeah. I've got to figure out who was there just to watch the train wreck and who was there to actually defend me or at least collect information for me. Yeah. But usually when it comes up as viewer rankings, they have at least done a follow or sent a gift to the live stream, which is what made me really, if you're in there for like over 10 minutes, I think you also end up on there. I didn't think you did because you were down at the bottom of the list. You didn't even have a ranking number, but you were there. And I was like, no, not Terry, no. I will. I will. It's like seeing names that you are sure are friends, but knowing that the person who was talking about you, bad mouthing you on that live, was a neighbor that I loved and trusted. I I just I want so bad to just walk up to her and go, "Why?" But I can't. She's telling everybody that I've been coming in the park and vandalizing their trailers and cars. Something about throwing a dead animal at somebody's home. What? Your name wasn't even on the list, Locas. 6 years, though, Kim. 6 years. I did all kinds of things to help her. I was a true friend to her and her son. I drove them all over the place. Her son would say, "I don't have cash to pay you today. Can I pay you, when I get paid?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem," because I was driving him on a regular basis. And I didn't mind. Heck, I didn't even push him for it. I tell you what, talk about products that I use a lot. This little printer, this little Kodak printer is what printed all these little... I love this little printer. No, she wasn't. She has Parkinson's, recently diagnosed with Parkinson's. I started noticing the little shakes, quivers, the signs of Parkinson's. And at first she said, no, it's not Parkinson's. It's not Parkinson's. And then she said one day, I just got diagnosed. It is Parkinson's. I cared so much about her that when I got Heimdall as a puppy, I put on my will on my phone that if anything happened to me, he was to go to her. I had to change that. After I was kicked out, I had to change that when I found out she was one of the people slamming me. No, technically I ate something. I have those little Mott's apple sauce. They're like little cakes or breakfast bars made with applesauce in them. I ate 2 of those, but that doesn't balance my blood sugar. It just keeps me from passing out or something. I think we're getting ready to rain. I'm hearing rumbles. I've got bananas. I don't dare eat a banana because the potassium would give me heartburn if I don't eat something else. Really? I had to cut up a bunch of cardboard boxes. This is all the packaging from the things I unboxed the past couple of days. I got to take that down to the dumpster. pouring in Virginia. If it wasn't for my ex-husband, I think I would rather be in Virginia right now. I know I need to eat something. I'm waiting for my phone to get charged up enough that I can take y'all over to the kitchen. No, rain doesn't bother me. I just go to bed. Seriously. When it's raining, it's like the best time to sleep. Oh, Shelley, same here. I'm in a hotel because of really good friends, but otherwise, yeah. I don't want to go after her for slander. Financially, she's in as bad a shape or worse than I am. Her son is living with her because she needs somebody there to, if she falls or something, she needs someone there to rescue her. And she got special permission to have him there because he's not old enough technically to be living in the park. And the grandkids are there 3 or 4 days a week. That's kind of breaking the rules, but they let it slide. Oh, Terry, broken ankles suck. My whole world came crashing down in 2011, 2012, when I fell in my brother's office building, broke my ankle, and I couldn't be there to take care of Mom, so they moved her to assisted living. And earlier than expected, it was supposed to happen at a bunch more packages for me that came in. And she was talking about she might head up this way today. Oh, okay. I love your name. Sassenach. Yorkie Kennels. Sorry, I bought my mom the Outlander book in the airport because she needed something to read on the plane. And I said, this looks like a really good book, Mom. I've heard great things about it. I haven't read it yet. And Mom said, okay. And she took the book on the plane. This triggered a really hysterical story. But anyway, Mom read the book and she loved it. And then we had to get the next book and the next book. And we ended up, I wrote to Diana Gabaldon and told her that my mom absolutely loved her books. And would she be coming in the area anytime soon, doing a book signing? Because I would really, really love for my mom to get to meet her, because my mom is Scottish. And, I went into a whole thing about it. And then I told her this story that I'm going to tell you all in a minute, of something that Mom said that I thought she would think really funny. Well, she did. She sent my mom, because she wasn't coming anytime soon to the area, she sent my mom an autographed book and book plates for all of her other books, and I think it was a picture or something. Anyway, she sent my mom this huge thing as a birthday present that year. And my mom that was one of her most cherished possessions, that this writer actually took the time to send her all this stuff for her birthday. She loved that. So anyway, the story is, I had to take Mom for a heart stress test. So that the cardiologist. And basically they give you a dye and they check the way it goes through the heart and all of this stuff, and they do the EKG, and then they put you on the treadmill. And they did not do that for very long for her because she was already 70 something at that point, and she died at 87. This was still in Florida, so I think she was 70. So anyway, they did the stress test, and we're driving home. Thank God we were on a back road. We were not on the main highway. Sorry, hang on. Puzzle piece came up. Oh, I hate this. It's not. There we go. Okay, so we're driving on a back road. Thank God it was a back road. It was not the main highway because the doctor's office was right on US 19. But to get to where she lived in Countryside, I could take back roads all the way over. I know, that dang puzzle piece. Anyway, so Mom turns to me in the car and she says, "You've been married a few times." And I said, "Yeah." I'm not liking where this is going, but yeah. And she says, "I've been reading, these books." And she names Outlander, and she also named the Clan of the Cave Bear books. And she says, they're very descriptive in those schmexy scenes. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, "Do men's penises really come in different sizes?" What? I almost ran the car off the road. I literally almost hit a tree. Thank God it was a sapling. I did go up on the curb a little bit. Thankfully, it was a berm type curb and not a up and down curb, so no tires damaged. Just one very freaked out daughter. I said, "Why on earth would you ever ask me that?" She says, "Well, you've been married more than once." And I said, "Yeah." And she says, "And I've only had your dad." And I'm like, "Okay." And I said, "Well, Mom, think about it this way." It took me a couple minutes, but I said, we're tall, we're short, we're fat, we're skinny, we have big noses, little noses, our hands are different sizes, our feet are different sizes. Wouldn't it just stand to reason that that would go the same way?" And she goes, "I never thought of it that way." Oh, thank you, Mom. That was just not what I needed to hear that day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, for 500. Actually, no, that would be things you never thought your mother would say to you for 2,000, Alex. She had two boys. Jim was tall. He was, yeah. And I know she had to deal with a lot because Jim got, at the age of 4 years old, got a hernia. And they had to do surgery to fix the hernia at 4. And being a redhead, something about the genetic type for redheads, you develop keloids more easily. And Jim got a keloid, which created a hernia of its own kind of situation. So they had to go in and remove the keloid, and he developed a third keloid or hernia type situation. So this time they went in not knowing back then that radiation would sterilize a child. They used radiation treatments to get rid of the keloids. And so Jim was sterilized from, getting radiation right in that area. So I'm sure Mom had a lot of, bandage replacements and stuff on a 4-year-old boy. And Joe was perfectly healthy. Joe was shorter, but Joe had hands that were so big. He had hands and feet of someone who was over 6 foot, but he was 5'9". But his hands were so big that, imagine this is a basketball and Joe could do pretty much that to it. Joe had huge hands and feet. we'll just leave it at that. Um, hernias are awful, but oh, I bet it is rough. Are you the one who just had the no, that wasn't you. Somebody did a live with their Maltese having puppies that were Maltipoos or Morkies. They were Morkies. Maltese and Yorkie mix. And I came in on the live just as the little girl she was lifting her leg up, and I thought she was accommodating the puppies, and about 5 seconds later, boop, out came another puppy, and I was like, oh, okay, it's that kind of live. No, I don't need another puppy. Heimdall is enough. This gal was just like, yeah, da 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 da. Here's your puppy. It's just, oh, she was trying to move her off of the very edge of the blanket. The dog was at the very back, and not having the puppies on the special blanket pad that she'd put down for them, and she kept trying to get her to move over, and she wasn't having it. So she's like, okay, and so then finally she pulled on the blanket and got it up further, so everything was okay. But I was just like, that poor dog, she just was not giving her peace. Aw. I saw Heimdall when he was born because my friend, via our phones, went on with me, and I got to see several of the puppies being born. And Heimdall was in the first three born before midnight. And Bear, his brother, the one that my friend Kathleen got, or Kim's foster mom got, Bear was the last one born, and she didn't know the female was going to have another puppy. She'd gone to bed. Two more were born after she went to bed. So we're at 37%. Yes, I finally found they blended into the bottom of my bag, which it has a black little liner at the bottom, and it blended in, and all of a sudden I saw that little edge of turquoise, and I went, that's my nail clippers. So this one was broken, this one was broken, and this one was broken, so I had to cut them down. Heimdall's, we are grinding his down slowly. I don't want to do it too fast. I don't want to damage the quick. He has one paw on the back foot that 3 of the toenails are white. And those are the only ones I can tell whether or not I'm close to the quick. Everything else is dark brown. So yeah, I always have had long nails. And I mean, these will be short for about a week, and they'll grow so fast. So I trimmed them mostly just beyond the end, but these two were broken, and this one was broken. So I had to try and get them where they're not snagging things too much. Oh, it's the hardest thing to do on dogs, puppies, whatever, because they really don't like their paws held, because you have to squeeze a little bit to get the paw to stay put. And no, heck no. They've been in and out of here this morning, or this afternoon, whatever the hell time it is. I'm so stressed out, I don't know. I heard a song on a video yesterday that has got to be my theme song for life. And it was me, 100%. It was jazzy, and it basically said it like it is. And I loved it. I don't know how to play it in here, or I would. Sound effects, maybe? Oh no, wait, there's music. Okay, hold on. Try that again. Music. No, it's not saved music. Yeah, no. Songs about gifts. Romance does not fit my channel. Blow that licorice stick. It's a clarinet. Anyway, that's a clarinet. That's what my friend plays. Oh no, my friend plays the saxophone. I love the clarinet. Clarinet's like my favorite. Sound effects, no. So, yeah. My day is going tunkety too. As my mom used to say, it's just tunkety too. I was told when I got the room here that checkout was going to be on Monday, and I had them show up at 11:30 saying, "Why haven't you checked out yet? We're here to clean the room." I'm like, "What? No, checkout's Monday." "Nope, your checkout's today." "No, checkout's Monday." No, you need to go down and talk to them at the front desk. So I went down there, and I figured out how to pay for 2 days, and we're set. And I should have my Social Security then. Well, the whole thing was I was going to, when I got my Social Security, pay for another week, thinking I would get Social Security either Monday or Tuesday. And I thought checkout was Monday, so I talked with the gal at the desk that had checked me in, and she said, "Oh, we'll work on something. Make the reservation, and we'll just pay it on Tuesday when you get paid." And I said, "Great, wonderful, that's perfect. Only checkout was today, not Monday." So, and the gal working the desk today she's not as friendly. Sorry, I'm playing with my little thing again. I know someone in here has sound sensitivity. I want to fiddle with something with my hands, so. My dad played the viola, the violin. No, I was told it was Monday, so I should get the SSI 2 days earlier than Monday. I always get it before the 1st, so especially if the 1st is on Monday, I'll get it on Friday or Saturday. Last month, or technically this month, I got it on, well, no, technically last month, because Monday was the 1st. I got it on Saturday. So, everybody is different, Colt. Everybody is different. I get mine. at the first of the month. Not on Wednesday, the first of the month. I think it depends on the bank. I think it really depends on the bank. Exactly. It's not Wednesday for everyone. Yeah, my bank has early deposit, so it comes in usually 2 days beforehand. I don't know how they figure it. Honestly, I don't know how they figure it, but mine comes in the first of the month. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to do with birth dates, but I don't ask me how they figure it out. It's just like I don't know how they figure out your driver's license number has to do with your birth date and a few other things. So, okay, we're starting to move too fast. Thank you, Caitlin. There are so many phony Elon Musks on here and variations of the name that it's just ridiculous. Oh, I have blocked so many Elons. It's just not like 10 a day. Okay, we're at 41%. I might be able to unplug and go cook something. Yeah, exactly. And none of them are the real accounts. I don't know that Elon Musk even has a account. I'm not sure. I think I may make eggs. I've got I've got bacon. I've got spam, and I'm not sure if I want bacon or spam to go with my eggs. I tell you what, I'm gonna put you all on hold for a couple of minutes because I need to go little girl's room first, and then when I come back, I'll cook. So I'll be right back. Okay. I closed the bathroom door. Put the moon brew up. Paper towels. This should be hanging over here. No, we're not. I'm sorry, Heimdall. That gave you a hopeful moment, didn't I? I picked up his leash because it was sitting here. So am I doing Spam or am I doing bacon? I'm having a debate with myself. You see I have two of the bowls with me. And then I have a really big one that's like a serving bowl. Sometimes I will make salads in that just because I like a lot of greens. They are beautiful bowls. I love those. These are the little things that go into his treat ball for making frozen treats. Okay, that goes with that. All right. Long knife and short knife. There it is. And I wash the plastic utensils because why not? So I have a ton of them. This needs to be rewashed. It did not go clean. I wish I had a little hook to hang that from. I think I'm going to set it in here. Oh, yeah, and this goes in that box anyway. This I'm going to use with cooking the bacon. And this one. I'm still debating bacon or no, I just, I have a friend who raises toy poodles, or did, and she gave me Heimdall back when he was born. I had just lost my service dog of 16 years, and she called me up and said, I have a female toy poodle who's going to have puppies in January. Would you like one? This was back in November of 2022. And I was like, oh, that's lovely, but I can't afford a toy poodle. And she said, I didn't ask if you could afford one. I asked if you would like one. I said, in that case, yes. And so that's how I ended up getting Heimdall. Okay. Yeah, I think I agree with the bacon for tonight, or for today. So let's I always think I'm getting 3 and I'm getting 4, but we're going to cut them in half. No, Heimdall, this is not for you. Sorry. He just leaped on my back. It's like, for me? Bacon for me? Okay. All right, now let me, as Jess would say, wash your fucking hands every time you touch raw meat. She's very emphatic on that. Wash your fucking hands. Okay. I've got eggs. I have spinach and kale. Don't have any peppers left, but I have 2 mushrooms left. So, yeah, we're getting ready to storm here. I can hear the thunder outside. I really wish I could have gone to Pride yesterday. It was too hot. I went outside with Heimdall at 10 a.m. and I was like, oh, heck no. I would never survive. So I gave up on that vision. You know what? I could go ahead and use the short one with spatulated end. Yeah. Oh no, that's not the spatulated, that's the thin. That's the one in the box. Hang on. Yep. The one in the box. Kitchen tongs, or kitchen tweezers. Chef Erin Moreland keeps promoting those. She just moved back to the States from Amsterdam, I think is where she was living. And it was one of the first things she had to buy for herself was a new set of these. Heimdall was out about an hour and a half ago, and I'll take him out again after the live. He goes about every 3 hours, not quite every 2. So, I'm cutting up my mushrooms. So I'll cook those first. I'm using my little mini pan right here. It's olive oil, or avocado oil, excuse me. I use it to like run the oil up the sides while it's heating up, and that way the eggs don't stick to the sides as easily. Now the mushrooms will soak up some of the oil. As they cook. This little thing cooks so well. Okay. Not quite ready to flip. Okay. Coarse sea salt. Some Italian seasoning on there. Spinach and kale blend. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to take these off the heat for a minute because the bacon's going to take longer than the eggs. I've got 2 more little half pieces to do. The burner on the stove is not huge. It's 2 smaller burners. But since I had bacon, I went ahead and brought my bacon jar. So I can pour the grease off into that. I know there are people here and I know y'all are talking. I'm so sorry I can't pay attention to the screen because of the way I've got it set up. I like my bacon relatively cooked. Crispy, but not over crisped, if you know what I mean. And I got thick cut bacon, so anyhow. Put that back on the heat. We wilt down the spinach and kale first, and then we put the eggs in. Ow! Ow! That hurt. The bacon just popped me right in the face. Turn the heat down just a little bit. Three slices, okay. Oh no, it's 2.
Okay.